My name is Ben Fisk, and I'm going to talk to you about video games and violence. Gaming has been around since before cell phones and is linked to some school shootings, which is not true. There's no proven evidence of these school shootings. Video games do not control the people's mind. It's just unstable, uncontrolled minds just get more aggressive playing video games, but that does not lead them to shootings. There's no test that can provide enough evidence that their video games cause violence. My experience with video games, I've played all my life. My brother has played. All my friends have played. No one has had fighting, murders, anything about that. I'm a knowledgeable researcher on this game. I've played all my life. Here are two of my favorite games and some pictures I found online. In the U.S., it's a problem because the government and critics of video games, they believe that the games are too violent and we need to ban video games, selling of video games to teenagers, which this will devastate longtime gamers like me, my brother, maybe all of you out there. In a recent article I read, gun violence in video games, some shootings were linked to violence, or video game violence, and they're causing uprise with parents and critics of video games. The kids, parents, and teachers are affected by video games, and also gamers are affected because if the government plans to ban the sale of video games to teenagers, then it'd be kind of bad for the gamers. In a recent article that I read, Law Blocking Sale of Violent Video Games, the Supreme Court talked about banning violent games from teenagers and making it where parents can't even buy it for teenagers either. And my solution to this is to inform my listeners and hope they take my information and also research their games that they buy and don't just buy and play them, but know about the games and what about them. And some facts about video games. Another article I read, Games and Violence. If violence did occur from video games, then 80% of our population would be murderers, which isn't true. It's not everyone just kills everyone. And also there is some tests that have linked video games to violence and being more aggressive. And what I need from my listeners is to look into games. Don't just play them, buy them. Research them, like I said. Do your homework about the games. Know why they're violent, what comes from that, and continue to play in violence. The reason the government feels they should put a ban on violent games is they believe they're causing violence, which I've told you about, and that they should ban them because there's causing violence in real life, not only in the game. And also there's being more aggressive situations from video games like the Columbine school shooting and the elementary school shooting in Maryland. Video game players should be free to play, and now we, all the other gamers, are accused and challenged.